Corey here. I just wanted to jump on here and share just a little bit with you guys of what's kind of been going on with us the last year, a little over a year. First of all, ignore my hair. This is what happens after a spin class. It gets crazy. Um, but most of you who follow me know that we moved in the last couple of months. We moved to Franklin, Tennessee, which we were really excited about. That's a kind of the part of Nashville area that we had wanted to end up in. So we're really excited. But I just wanted to share because I just love to be real and just kind of share when I walk through something hard, something good. I love to share just kind of the process that I've walked through. And about a year and a half ago, my husband, his company kind of went through a lot of crazy transitions, and he decided to take a different job with his company, and was really excited about it. But as we got into it a little ways, he was traveling like 3 out of 4 weeks, and we thought that was just going to be like a temporary thing. And then once he got back from doing all of that, he was just working so many hours, like 130 hours in 10 days. Like he would be in his office till like midnight and then have to come home and do more work, and just had a really hard work situation, and just was really hard on him. He was losing weight. He wasn't doing well from it. Addie, our daughter, was having a really hard time because she wasn't seeing much of him, and I was having a hard time. Obviously, anybody who has to be a single mom, I have high respect for you, because that was pretty much what was happening for that time. And in that meantime, we had sold our house, and we were just gonna rent temporarily and then kind of figure out like where we were gonna go next, and and ideally was Franklin was where we wanted to be, and just kind of figuring all of that out. And um, in that time, my husband, we had talked and talked and prayed about it, and just felt like he needed to leave his job for the health of himself and the health of our family. And honestly, it was one of the hardest things we've walked through, because it's something that, we both knew that he was supposed to do, but it's one of those like, okay, God, like here we are. We know this is what you've told us to do, and but there's not another job lined up. So just like that day to day, like just trusting God and knowing that like he is going to be faithful, and that his timing in this situation doesn't look like our timing. What seems like the midnight to us is not to God, and he definitely, comes through in his timing. But let me just tell you, it was one of the hardest things I've walked through, just watching my husband, like looking for a job, knowing that we had a family. Like, are we gonna, where's the next paycheck gonna come from if he doesn't land a job soon? Like, how is this gonna happen? And honestly, just the growing pains that come through that, like just like, okay, God, like we trust you, but like really walking that out. And I mean, I'm just gonna be real, there were days that were really hard, and I was like, man, I don't know how we're gonna get through this, or like, is he gonna get another job? Like, how is this gonna pan out for us? And honestly, it was like right at the last minute, like a week or two, I was like, okay, if he doesn't have a job, like I don't know what we're gonna do. And he got a job, and it was awesome. And like then like right after that, like some things fell into place, and like a month later we started house hunting, and then ended up buying a house in Franklin. And so, which is all awesome, and just totally God how everything lined up and everything worked out. Um, but I just want to encourage today. That's really why I got on here. Those of you who are walking through like a hard season and a process of growing pains, that you're not alone. There were days that I cried and like wondered, like, okay, like, we have a family, like we need a job, we need a paycheck, and just different things like that. that were hard, and just walking that out. But I will say one thing, and I'm gonna say this, just the importance of having a community of people who surround you and who lift you up on days that you are really struggling. And I honestly have to give a shout out to my one of my very dearest friends. Her name is Anna. She literally was that for me in this last year, on the days where honestly, like, they were hard, and like some days I didn't even tell her, like, it was just a really hard day, and she just knew, and she knew exactly what I needed to hear. She encouraged me, she encouraged our family, she lifted us up. She just was that rock, that person that I could process things with. Because, when your husband is going through something like that with the job, I didn't want him to feel bad or feel like I was feeling concerned about it. And so she literally was that person that I could just talk to about it, process through it, that I knew that I could tell anything to, and just share whatever I was feeling, whether it was good or bad or ugly. And that, like, literally, it was like a judgment free zone, and she was going to just be there. And honestly, guys, I can't say enough about community and just having someone that you can go to like that, that is just gonna be there for you no matter what. And honestly, like, I don't know how we would have made it through without her encouragement and just support. Um and I just want to encourage you guys out there that just to find that. It's so important in every aspect of life, every day of life, but also especially when you're walking through something hard. And I also just want to encourage you that a season is a season. And I read a quote the other day, and I thought it was so awesome. It said, "In winter, the trees are bare, but they're not barren." And I think for us, that season of just like, okay, what's next? And just transition after transition felt like that, like winter when the trees were bare, are bare, but we weren't barren. We were growing, we were digging roots, we were digging deeper. We trusted God in a way that maybe we hadn't before, because we were like literally didn't know what was next. And I just encourage you that just if you press in during that season that's hard, if you press and and you just trust that God is bigger than what you're walking through, you will come out when you have that breakthrough, when the season changes. Like for us, it's been just incredible. Like the season changed, he got the job, we got a house, and I don't take any of that for granted. And I just, it changes, and we're in just such a sweet season right now. And I think that it's just it's just amazing. But yet the season we were in before that felt like winter, honestly was just as sweet, because it's where we really grew and we dug deep, and just came close together as a family. And that was just, I can't even say enough about that. Like John and I, just coming together as a couple and as a family, but also, like I said before, just find that community. Find even that one person that you can trust. And I'm telling you, when you find a friend like that is something like I will never take for granted, having a friend like her. And um, just knowing that I can always, always have her support. And anyway, I just wanted to just jump on here and just encourage you guys, and also just let you know kind of where we're at. And we're really excited to be in Franklin and just be in just a new season right now of life. And so, anyway, I hope all of you guys are having a great Thursday, and I will catch up with you soon.